What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be riding out my Happyrun G50 again. Like I said, again, because I modded this thing out a few months ago. Over time, it's honestly kind of got a little bit clapped. The forks are completely blown. They're cracked. I'll show you guys that closer later. And the bike just needs some attention. So we're going to be putting on mods like this mod and this mod. Don't worry, that's not all the mods. I have more coming. Everybody I've seen that's put on front forks on their bike on YouTube, they kind of make it seem pretty hard. So I'm just going to get those out of the way, see if I can put them on. But let's go ahead and put those on first. Right here you can see that my forks on this little flat part are supposed to be straight, but they're super bent. I think you guys can see that. Those welds are broke. This is cracked. This is cracked. Let's put on the new ones. If you do get the new forks, the new ones are going to be a little bit longer than the stock ones. Don't forget to slide on the O-ring. I just used my old O-ring that was with the stock forks. And this little star nut kit, the red piece is what holds the star nut. You're gonna put your star nut in there, and you're gonna get a hammer and pound on that until you think the star nut is far enough in. That was pretty much all the hard parts on the forks to mention. And with the grips, one of the grips holes are going to be bigger, so put that on the throttle side and the smaller hole on the non-throttle side. Alright guys, we got the bike done. This thing looks 100 times better, honestly. I'm gonna talk about this thing and the whole build on while I'm riding the bike, so let's go ride it. This thing is so much better, bro. It pops up so easily, and I've been trying to learn one-handers, but my first impressions when I got on this bike, this is like my second or third ride on it, and the tire setup is way bigger. Way bigger. You can tell that very easily, and when you pop it up, it just sets you in the balance point way easier. Because the tires are like way bigger. I don't know, it's just way easier to wheelie. But everything about this bike is different. I've been learning one-handers like since yesterday. There we go, that was pretty decent. Alright, this is like my second time at these jumps, and this is the first time that this bike is off-roading since I've built it. Oh, this is new. Then there's Moon Booter of the Century right here. It's just so caseable. Hit this. That on YouTube. Okay. I love exploring new jump spots. All these gaps are just so big. These new forks are honestly so good though, like it's such a smooth ride. The only thing about like a fresh build like this is I hate taking it off-road because then it gets all dirty and it's not fresh anymore. There's one thing for sure, bro. This thing swerves way nicer. I'm just horrible at swerving. I need to like drop it back more when I do the one-hander so I can keep my balance better. I need new brake pads Just know if you do get this bigger tire setup, your motor might have a harder time moving the tire, so it'll wear way quicker. Also, they're way heavier. If you do all the same mods I just did, you're gonna take off a lot of weight on the front with the new forks and the new bars and all that. But also with that new tire, it's gonna be way heavier, so you're kind of gonna be at the same weight again. And with the bigger tires, you might lose a little bit of range too, because again, the bigger tires. But in my opinion, I ride lots of dirt and it's very worth it to me. I will say though, I was kind of scared of this kind of being an ugly build. But in my opinion, this is like an actual clean bike now. This is definitely more of a dirt build now with the tires and the forks. But you can honestly just put street tires on it and make it a street build. That's really all it takes for one of these bikes. I was only going to get the forks and the grips, but all of a sudden it turned into a full-on build. I was like, if I'm getting the new bars, I might as well get new tires because my tires are kind of roached. So and then I got these ones. I love this bike. This bike has done nothing but good for me. I put this bike through so much and the only thing that happened was the forks blew. Let's try to get like a long wheelie. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I just do not have that much power. Let's try to get some wheelies on this road. I want to get some combos. Because your boy kind of sucks. This is my second day of ever doing one-handers. I want to get a foot lug, I just don't know where I would put it. Yeah, I don't know where I'd put it. There's not really a place for a foot lug on the bike. I could probably figure out something just like I figured out all this. No. That kid said do a wheelie. Yeah, the balance point is way better. You guys gotta comment down below, like, is this a clean build? Because I think it looks super good, honestly. The biggest thing for one-handers is don't keep your hand up here because then your body's gonna want to fall over. You one-hander, drop it back, like right by your side. But that's probably been the biggest help for me to learn. But I do have 2 piston hydraulic brakes and not like 4 piston, and that's not very good. A little bit of off-roading. Oh. The only thing I had to buy for the forks to put on this bike, because it's not really a plug and play, I had to buy a star nut. And a star nut, you saw the little tool, I had to hammer it in. It just comes with a little piece that goes around this thing that's called a star nut. That's not very hard though, but it does make the forks like an actual price. So if you don't already have that tool, more like $200 for the forks. If you guys want to see a build breakdown of all the parts I've got on this bike, comment down below. And if you guys want any of these mods, go in my description. I'll link all these mods in my description. I don't know if you guys can hear it on video, but these tires are so loud. I am still learning how to edit and stuff, but it's really hard to find like non-copyright like sounds or songs. Now on all the mods, I was pretty scared to put the forks on because everybody I've watched, all the tutorials, they all make it seem like it's the hardest thing to put on the bike, which it is kind of hard. But if you have a Happyrun G50 or like a Red Star bike like that, I wouldn't say the forks are that hard to put on. And if anybody roasts me in the comments for putting a grip over the full twist throttle, kind of like a fake full twist throttle, like, I'm sorry, I literally cannot find a throttle for this. I'll throw up the pieces on the screen, but I think I might wire this 3-speed dial and a full twist throttle on it. That's the only way I know. There's no throttle with this 3-speed dial. That's a full twist throttle. I mean, with these tires and the forks, this thing should be an off-road beast. But maybe not, honestly. Hit this. Oh, we got this. Alright guys, this is going to be it for the video. If you have any questions where I got any of these parts, they'll be linked down in the description. I had lots of fun making this video and it was a lot of work, so please like and subscribe. It would help me so much. I'll see you in the next video.